Yeah, guys, if you're wondering why Gorst passed up the aggressive, he was going into the 9 with the cue ball. Did sell out a look here. A long one, straight in. And this is a misfire. This is a big opportunity if this gets clear of the green, and it has.
Team Rest of the World need a big start to the day from Gorst. He's involved in all of the first 3 matches. This one, then a singles, and a doubles.
Table plays very quick, so pounding out to the center, not an issue. Going to the lower right.
So routine stuff now. A long road back already from 4-0 down. This is the first small step. The world number 1 defeats the world champion. Fedor Gorst takes the opening rack for Team Rest of the World.
Could make a huge difference for the momentum.
Yap was the only Asian player to lose a rack in yesterday's team match. He starts us off in rack 2 here.
Yeah, and it's going to be ball in hand for the rest of the world. Yap with a scratch to the lower left corner, had to have received a kiss in order to do that. I don't believe it's scratched straight in. We'll have another look. Yeah, big brutal kiss, I believe, off the brown 7. Okay, opportunities arising early for the rest of the world. Does the 4, which is the pink ball, pass the brown 7? If it does, there's no reason they shouldn't get out here.
Yeah, Yap, the only loser on the home team in the team match yesterday, as I was saying, and it was Shaw who defeated him.
He's coming over for the combination. Interesting. I don't hate it. I'd like to have had about 3 more rotations on the cue ball, but here now, the good news is, and you can see what he's doing with his cue, is he can draw it to the left long rail and drop down below the purple 5 as a backdoor safety. The problem with that is you're splitting your focus on the combination now. If anybody can do it, it's Jason Shaw.
Ball in hand, 3 shots later, Jason Shaw has won an extremely short rack. The rest of the world now leading 2-0.
Does it help him or hurt him to have the conversation?
Yeah, sometimes getting another opinion can only put more thoughts in your head and cloud your judgment a bit more. But I guess if you have an idea in your head and you're not sure about it, and then your friend, such a great player himself, comes up to the table and reassures you about it, it might help from a confidence point of view. I guess everyone's thinking is different in that respect.
There's a player that struggled yesterday, Duong. And that's about as sweet as it gets. Caught the outside of the pocket, but that's where you want to hit it on this tight Rassen table. Might need to put a touch of outside spin on this. Great recovery. Great recovery. Day 1 of the Hanoi Open, he looked real suspect. Day 2 of the Hanoi Open, he looked like a completely different player. He's looking real good here. Might have fallen a little straighter than he would have liked. This should not be an issue where the 9 is at.
race to 5, even this early on. It was a rack that the home team needed to win. Wong has taken his chance well. And the young man we were all talking about last night, AJ Manis, will be up next, looking to get Asia back on level terms here. 2-1 to rest of the world.
Would be thrilled as long as he can stay off the rail, unless he can go up high and miss the 7. That's ideal right there. This is really where we're going to see what the young man is made of. A little bit more of a difficult out here than what he had yesterday after that great break shot. Okay, I've touched on it. I feel at times he does tend to get a bit quick in the backswing, just a bit. He's so quick anyway that it's hard to even recognize it.
So errors on both sides early in rack 4. So a lot of edginess in the early stages of yesterday, I felt, and to some extent throughout the session, and a few early signs of it again this evening.
Oh, and the 8 was going to the upper right and just got grazed by the cue ball. So another look for the 18-year-old superstar. He's so natural, Michael. He did miss the 3 directly in the side, but that's probably already out of his mind at 18 years young.
Far from the response he was hoping for after such a disappointing opening night.
And that is exactly where you want to hit the green 6. One big shot, pull this back a few feet, and he's home free. Little flinchy. Actually, a lot flinchy. See what you got, AJ. Cross side, 110 mile an hour.
So he's had 3 chances in this rack. Didn't get it done with either of the first 2. Sanchez Reyes kept letting him off the hook. And now the rack has gone the way of AJ Manis. So that 2-0 deficit that Team Asia had in this team match has already been wiped out.
Not the worst by any means. Got into it a little thin from the backside. Such a different format, Michael. If you're out there by yourself and it's 2 games apiece in a long race, you don't have the pressure of the team sitting behind you. You might just bury this ball. But instead, it'll play games with your head, and you choose to play safe.
He's got a lot of team pool to play over the next couple of months between here and the Mosconi defence at Alexandra Palace. It's fair to say Neuhausen is not quite settled in to that form of the game just yet on the basis of what we've seen over the first couple of nights. A definite chance now for Chua. He was so thrilled last night, wasn't he, to get that last 9 ball down in the closing doubles. knows didn't go his way in this event last year, even though, as I say, was on the winning team. His individual record was very poor. And he's here looking to make amends for that.
Yeah, it just seems over and over with Chua. When he has to come with the long ball, when he has to come with the big shot, he's up for it. That needs to chill.
So team rest of the world got off to just the start they were looking for. In no time at all, really. They were into a 2-0 lead. But it's been overturned. Team Asia hit the front for the first time at 3-2.
Yeah, it's not what he wanted. Caught the 5 a little thin. That's how the cue ball ended up all the way over here versus more towards the middle. Oh, this is tough. No good, Michael.
Suddenly it's all gone very flat for the rest of the world. Sure, all the talk would have been about coming out fighting, getting off to a good start, getting a lot more pressure put on this Asian team. And the early indications were that was what they were doing. But it's all turned around over the last 20 minutes or so. And all of a sudden, world champion Carlo Beato needs these 3 balls to get Asia to the hill in this team match at the start of day 2.
Yeah, really not a good way for ROW to go into the ad break here. Just a matter of picking up the pieces for Asia, and it kind of seemed like that off and on yesterday as well, where they were just gifted these moments.
Well, that's it. You're trying to change the flow, change the narrative, but so far it feels like it's just picked up really where it's left off. And between last year and this, Asia have now won the last 3 team matches. Reyes Cup action. And now they're 1 rack away from winning this one as well. Aloysius Yap will be up next, looking to bring it home. Then he'll be part of another win here.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needed. That isn't. Thought he might get a bigger bump. He saw the frustration as they kind of married up. He looked over to the team. Big grin there, and it's not a happy one. I can't fault him if he tries to feather this to the upper left. Cue ball will be traveling pretty hot.
So often in Mosconi's and in this Reyes Cup last year, Shaw's teammates have looked to him to come up with the goods, and things aren't going well. And so often he's delivered.
Yeah, and it's just one moment, Michael, for this guy that can really change the character of the team. Maybe this is it. What a shot. Position on the 3.
He just loves this environment. His teammates are going to love him if he can finish off these last few balls.
Yeah, and you can notice the attention he's giving it. He knows the magnitude. to stay alive. They've got to win this rack.
Not had a break and run from either side yet tonight. That is so Jason Shaw. His team have their backs to the wall. He's been sent into battle and he has delivered, just as he has so many times in the past.
He wasn't comfortable with the corner pocket there. Awkward on the bridge. And as soon as I say something, which is good news for ROW, but that swing was actually one of the quicker swings I've seen, Michael.
There's been criticism of Skylar Woodward so far in the early stages of this Reyes Cup. He can certainly remove quite a bit of that here if he can take this hill.
Boy, and it's really good news for him. Hopefully he can settle in a bit. The 5 to the 6 is good. You just got to pull this back a few feet. You don't want to end up short on the purple. You'd rather be below it than above it. I think that's okay. Can he just slow this in with a left ball? He's a bit below it.
Such imposing circumstances. And down there, it's not a big area we're talking about. Probably looks bigger on the screen than it really is, but on one side you've got your teammates who are depending on you. On the other side you've got the opposing team waiting to pounce if something goes wrong. It's such a test of character and poise.
Yeah, he's going to be forced to pound down past the 9 and back up. He's got to get above the 6 here. That'll work. Just don't want to finish on the rail. Good hit, Skylar Woodward.
So Team Rest of the World started the night by winning 2 racks in a row. They then lost all of the next 4. It's a very timely 2 in a row. The 2 men who were opposing playing captains in the Moscone Cup in Orlando almost a year ago.
Young, fearless, and full of talent.
You rightly said he almost brought the house down a few minutes ago. That would certainly be the reaction if this shot works out. Bit muted in the end, I thought, Scott.
Why am I not surprised he buried that ball? Can he finish? The question mark is the brown 7 past the black 8. And that is a lovable rub right there.
And nodded in approval with his whole body.
think you're going to get better eyes than the guy at the table. It must go.
I think he's convinced even now, looking at it again.
It goes.
It goes for sure, you can see from there. And now I think we will hear a rapturous response. If he can just finish the job here. So 4 racks in a row took Team Asia to the hill at 4-2. Jason Shaw got one back. Skylar Woodward another one. So it's all come down to the deciding rack in this team match at the start of day 2. And the youngest player in the whole thing has rounded it off. 18-year-old AJ Manis has potted the 9-ball. That gives yet another point to Team Asia. They now lead the Reyes Cup 5-0. They're almost halfway to victory already.